Monty here, back with another review. So it's been a while since I've had an update. I've been very busy with kind of my work in general, but I thought I'd do something a little different this week. Instead of looking at something in 15mm, I picked up this kit, Rubicon Model A15 Crusader. I love Crusader tanks. I think they're just the coolest looking mid-war tank. I have a really big fascination with the desert warfare, kind of always have since I was a kid. Reading through all the stuff about Alamein, Monty, that's kind of how I came up with my channel name here. So I play in Flames of War a lot of desert warfare with Crusader tanks. I think Crusader tanks are kind of cool. They're a little glass cannon-y sometimes against some of the bigger tanks, but I think they're just really cool to see out on the battlefield and just play with and model. And I've said to myself a while back, I've got enough of these. I've probably got about 16, 17 Crusaders. I don't do Crusader hordes that often. I think that's kind of cheesy in some games, but I love the Crusader tank, and so I wanted to build a larger model of one than one of my small 15mm ones. So I picked up this kit. My mailman kind of had it a little bent, but it was all the contents in here were all fine when I picked it up. And I would have to say, this is some really great detail on these sprues. It comes with 3 sprues, each with different pieces, so you can make variants. You can make, I believe in the instructions it said, you make the Mark 1, the Mark 1 close support, the Mark 2, the Mark 2 close support, the Mark 3, and the AA variants Mark 1 and 3. So you have a whole lot of options with this kit. Very few kits I've seen out there in terms of larger scales have such versatility. So I'm really excited to, when I get some time, to build this. And I will probably build it in a Mark 3 variant or a Mark 2 variant, just because I just love how these look. I think they're like the sports car of the desert, just in their style. That kind of riveted thing, I think that's really, really cool to look at. So you get 3 sprues, and what's really cool about this, and something I am always hesitant on larger kits, is when the tracks are separate. Sometimes they don't always key right around the sprocket or the wheel back here, but these are solid piece track sets, so that fixes kind of any problems with weird looking tracks. So these are real solid, nice. There's hardly, I mean, there's very, very faint, I don't even think you can see it on here, of a very faint mold line, but otherwise that is very, very solid and well done. The rivets on the hull here, that is just cool. I love just looking at the rivets on these tanks. I think that is really, really cool. The hull piece here too. So here is I believe this is the Mark 1, this is the Mark 1, Mark 2 turret, because we've got the sliding door here. And here's our pieces for this, for the regular variant and then the close support. And what's cool about this is, hope my box doesn't fall down. What's cool about this is on the plastic itself, I don't know if you guys can see it, you can kind of see it on here, it's got a CS, so that's the one you use for your close support variant, and then there's the other one here for the Mark 1, Mark 2. The only thing with this kit that was a little kind of is you can still build the Mark 1, Mark 2 turrets, and with the Mark 3 turrets and the AA variant turret. But the only problem is, if you want to use the stowage bin on here, you can only use it on one of them. So they only gave you one stowage bin. That's fine. I mean, I could probably scratch build my own stowage bin, or if I was into playing like a 28mm version of the Battlefront's tank variant, or if I want to get into bolt action, I would probably just pick up another one of these kits for another Crusader. I have been thinking about bolt action for a while, but my buddies around here and I play mainly Flames of War. We might do bolt action at some point. It's just kind of getting together a group to play, and I haven't really played bolt action before. One of my buddies from grad school was really into bolt action, and I just never got into it while I was there. And then he went and left, so we all just kind of stuck with Flames of War. The other turret, other sprue here also has some sand skirts, so you have your different variants of your side skirts here. especially for your Mark III. So these are your Mark III ones, and you can see it just kind of right on there. And here is for your AA turret and for your other variants. This is, yes, this is, I believe, this is the Mark III one with the swinging doors. So the only thing this kit does not come with is it does not come with any crew figures. So if you wanted crew, you would have to find some in 28 mil. And I don't know if I'm going to make this with crew. I might just have it closed hatched. If I do another one of these, or if I get into Desert Bolt action and I want to do some more Crusaders, I might model one open. But I think for now on this kit, I'm just going to have it closed hatch. You also get a very good selection of decals or decals or however you pronounce it. So you can make just about anything with this kit, and it is really, really nice. So I am really looking forward to this. I highly recommend this if you're into 28 millimeter, or if you're just looking for a model kit to build off of maybe a favorite tank you've got. Rubicon's got some really great looking kits. I've been hesitant for them. Sometimes they're a little bit pricier. This one was, I bought it for $30, so a little pricey for just a single tank, but for me it's probably going to be mostly a display piece. I don't think I'll use it as a gaming piece because I don't really have much in 28 mil. I've got a couple of old Sherman tanks I built when I was a kid, but I think this is going to look real nice. I might build a display case for it and everything. Highly recommend if you're into Crusader tanks, definitely pick up this kit. If you're into any of the variants of this, pick up this kit. Or if you're playing bolt action, this would be a really cool thing to see on a bolt action table. Other than that, this is Monty here, signing off.